Hey everybody, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. Looking a little casual today. Just was getting some projects done and had a moment of inspiration, just doing a little bit of work, and wanted to show you a different way of doing things on Facebook. So if you've watched a lot of the videos, I'm showing you how to use the Facebook module to target specific audiences, go after groups of people, and always we're looking for ways to get in front of our best audience. The people who are the best leads for buyers, sellers, the whole thing. So today what I want to show you is more the seller side of things, how to target sellers specifically without using the internal Facebook targeting module. So this is kind of a sneaky strategy, so to speak. And it's one where if you're doing it, a lot of times people screw up as they're going through this process. And so I want to show you how to improve it and how to do better. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. Perfect. So with that, what I'm looking at here, as you'll notice, this is the National Association of Realtors, their website. So in their research and statistics, and as you know, they're putting out statistics about buyers and sellers and stuff all the time. So since I'm talking about sellers, I'm looking here at the home seller statistics. And so there's some interesting stuff here. So you'll notice, first of all, and keep in mind, these are nationwide figures, but it says the typical home seller in 2016 was 55 years of age. That's important. Had a median household income of $103,000 and lived in their home for 10 years, right? 89% of sellers had an agent, sold for 99% of listing price, home was on the market for 3 weeks. And so those are some of the key things. Now, if we were to try to target people through the Facebook module, this part's easy. We can certainly target people by age within Facebook. This one, median household income of this. Now, the income numbers are, being able to target people based on their household income is currently available on Facebook, but that's going to be going away very shortly. So I'm recording this date, or this video, let's see, it is July 17th in 2018. And so within a month, in August, those demographics of household income, that's going to be going away. And so you're not going to be able to target people based on that. Also, people that have lived in their home for 10 years, like it says right here, that is also currently something that we cannot target using Facebook. And so the question then becomes, all right, if this is the typical seller, if this is what they look like, how do we target that person, and since we can't do a lot of it on Facebook, how do we do it? Well, there's a lot of programs out there through public records where you can search for people based on their age and how long they've been in a property and a certain demographic. And so a lot of those public tools can be accessed by you as a real estate agent. Sometimes you might need to get your title company rep to help you, be able to find those people. But with the tools and things that they have access to, they can get you a list. And here's what I'd recommend. I'd recommend getting a list of people that kind of span this group. So probably like 45 to 60, right? Because that kind of puts you within median age of 55, which is what they were at. Household income, if they can target that way, great, but they might not be able to. But more importantly is this one, that they've lived in their home for 10 years. So being able to get a list of people that have been in their home for 10 plus years based on their last closing date, again, that starts to get you a very targeted list of people that are going to be ready to sell their home. This is a good list of people, right? Now, once you get that list and you have it in a spreadsheet form, as you've seen with a lot of different videos that I recorded, we can take that list and upload it to Facebook, and with that list be able to run ads specifically to that group of people. Now, where a lot of people have the challenge in this is there's just a little bit of formatting that needs to be done to make sure that that list is in proper format for Facebook. So just to show you, here we are in the audiences section. And so if I want to create a new audience, and if I'm uploading a customer file, which is what we're talking about, you'll notice there's this little thing right here where it's a link. It says best practices for preparing your customer data. Now, if you click on that and open up this link, this is the best practices. This is how to prepare your data to be able to upload it to Facebook. Now, there's some key things that you want to pay attention to. So right here with phone number, you'll notice this important notice. It says always include the country code as part of your customer's phone numbers, even if all your data is from the same country. So with the majority of people that are probably watching this, my audience is primarily United States, and so your country code is going to be 1. And so if you don't put a 1 in front of the area code as you're uploading this, Facebook is going to find very few matches, and that becomes frustrating for people because it's just diminishing how many people you can actually be marketing to. So that's the first one, is make sure that your phone number field has a has the country code in front of it. The other one is the country itself. You'll notice right here, and again, as you're looking at this document, this is what you're looking for, is the important how to format your data. And so it says always include your customers' countries in their own column in your file, even if all your data is from the same country, because they match on a global scale. Right? So you'll notice right here, this simple step helps us match as many people as possible from your customer list. So the two things you want to do primarily to make sure that your list is good is add the country code in front of any phone numbers that you're uploading and putting the country code. So let's say that this was the list that I got after I did that search for people that fit the criteria that we talked about. So you'll notice these phone numbers are not in the correct format. So what I would do is I would add a column that was Facebook ready phone, which means that column is ready to go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come here, I'm going to enter the equal sign, and I'm going to do 1 space and then this field right here. So equals, quotation marks 1, quotation mark space, and then that field. And you'll notice when I hit enter, what it does is it's taking this field and just throwing a 1 in front of it. And so now that is in perfect format for what I need for Facebook. I'm just going to take that column, and if I highlight that space, you'll notice when I drag right here, that cursor turns black, right? And I can just drag that down through the entire list of the spreadsheet. And when I do that and I get to the bottom, you'll now notice that it's taken whatever is in this column and added a 1 in front of it. So again, in just a couple of seconds, I have made this list ready to upload for Facebook as far as the phone numbers go. Second thing that I need to do is I need to add the country code, right? So I'm just going to make a column called country. We're going to put US because, again, that's the format it told us to put it in, right? So we're going to go to US. I'm going to cover that, and then I'm going to drag that all the way down. So again, it matches everything on there. And now that column is ready to go. So what I want to do is I want to have it saved in a CSV format. So that stands for comma separated values. You don't need to worry about what that means. It's just the format that is preferred for uploading data to Facebook. So I'm just going to save that to the desktop. This is going to be my demo data. And I'm just going to save that to the desktop so I know exactly where it is. And now this spreadsheet in just a couple seconds is ready to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and upload it. You'll notice right here it says upload file. I'm going to go find that on the desktop, which was this one. Asks me to give it a name. In fact, demo data is just fine. Okay. And then the other thing is it asks me to select the origin. So this is something that's happened recently with Facebook as it's gone through and changing its privacy. So it's just talking about where the data come from. I usually select one of these two, either from customers or partners or directly from customers. So we'll go ahead and select that one. Click on next. Now it's going to ask me to map certain things. So first name, I'm going to map to first name. Last name, I'm going to map to last name. Mobile phone, this is the one that's not formatted correctly, so I'm going to do not upload that column. Email is just fine. This is a phone number, which is just fine. And then I've got my country code, which is also fine. So then I would click on upload and create. It's then going to upload all of those rows, and I am done. So now with that, and you'll notice right here, it's updating that audience. But I would tell you to upload this list before you go to bed at night, and then when you wake up in the morning, it's going to be ready to go. But what this does is it allows you to target people the way that you want. People that are targeted, again, a very targeted list based on the National Association of Realtors. If you have a local association of realtors and you want to do it that way, then do some research there to see what the picture of a typical seller looks like. But this is how you can target people in your area without having to use the internal Facebook module. You're basically just using public data to come up with this information. And so I'm not going to show you the ad part because you've already seen lots of that. Once you've got your audience created, you would just simply pick this audience, and that becomes the targeting. So hopefully this was very helpful for you in seeing how to do a targeted ad without targeting people specifically inside Facebook. Just another way of doing it. So as always, if you've enjoyed this video, click on like, right? Go down and subscribe to our channel. That way you always get the newest updates as they come out. Leave us a comment if you have any questions or anything you'd like to see in future videos. Also down in the description, I'm going to put a link. We've got a new Facebook course. It's a 4-part free video course showing you our marketing strategy and what it takes to generate 2 transactions per month in less than 3 hours time. And so if you want to get access to that course, again, just go down and look in the description and you'll see a link there. You can sign up, doesn't cost you anything, and we'd love to see you inside there. So as always, have a great week, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.